How's it going? Alright. I've been in a bit of a... First of all, how are you all? Good? I've been in a bit of a shit place. One that's it's been hard to deal with. I know what sort of a person I am. I know what some people think of me, good or bad, you know. But yeah, it's been hard, especially when you already know what the outcome's going to be. You know, you try, but no matter how much you try or what you do, you're never going to change how they feel about you, what they think about you, what's said about you, they'll believe from others, even though they know it's not true. Yeah? It's unreal how people or family or good friends can believe a stranger saying something about someone they know as a friend or a family member and believe them. Complete stranger. When this person, this family friend, you know, knows you, knows where you work, what sort of a person you are, what you've done, what you've been doing, where you've been, everything. And this person comes up with something out of, you know, left field. We give way to the right in this country and smash the left. Yeah. I'll tell you what it is, without embarrassing some people or having the feud fire up. Family members, you know, say myself and my partner, or say if I had a brother or sister, my brother or sister and I, or my mum and I, or my dad and I, or my daughter and I, or my son and I, you know, we all have arguments, disagreements, you know, and that. But when you've been over backwards for them, and I'm talking about a sibling, my sibling, my daughter, that I watched come into this world and grow up, and you know, unfortunately I was the one in the relationship when her mother and I were together that was always telling her to say please and thank you and goodbye and hello and, you know, greet people and, yeah, everything like that. So I was the one who was heard. Say hello, say please, say thank you. You know, I didn't want to be her friend. I'm not her friend. I'm her father, her dad. That's what I'll be. And I'm not a hypocrite, you know. we've all done right and wrong. We've all told lies, stories, hidden the truth, whatever it may be. But yeah, and I've done that. But when pressed, or the time's right, or the company's right, whatever it may be, you know, the truth will come out. I certainly won't exacerbate or tell a story, you know, something completely, you know, outlandish, you know. I am a person of my word. You know, I think we all strive for that. You know, I haven't always been able to keep my word because of others interfering, or, you know, I was relying on, you know, a third party, things like that. But anything that was on me, you know, I think I've pretty much kept my word on. You know, I mean, I may have slept in, yeah. You know, made mistakes, yeah. Well, you learn. I've never deliberately gone out to hurt anybody or embarrass anybody, unless it's needed. You know? But my daughter, you know, mother and I separated when she was about 12, 13. So I was there for 12, 13 years. And that was a hard relationship. Yeah. 21, 22, yeah, 21. Being told that I'm going to be a father. Yeah. And that they're going to have it, they're going to have this child with or without me. Yeah. I stayed. Yeah. Tried. Yeah. I worked all through the relationship, pretty much 7 days a week. So I worked nights, so I wasn't home. If there's anything I can say to people out there, so I was asked this: what's the most important meal of the day? And I said, dinner with the family at the table. They said, why? I said, breakfast is the start of the day. Nothing's happened yet. Just woken up. Lunch is middle of the day. You know how you're feeling, you know what you've done, you know what you've got to do. And you might be, you know, planning something, thinking something, whatever. It's the middle of the day. Not concluded. Things can go left or right. But dinner's dinner. You're home with the family, mum, dad, other brothers, sisters, grandma, pop, whatever, whoever's in the family who lives at the house, wherever you're having dinner. Because I work nights, I wasn't home for dinner with my partner at the time and my daughter. So yeah, breakfast. Well, you know, I was home. I was tired. Sometimes I was asleep. Or I'd stay awake and wait for them to wake up so I could have breakfast with them or see them. Yeah. But yeah, dinner. I wasn't home for dinner. Wasn't home much at night because I was working. Unfortunately, security is mainly an evening gig. Yeah, and you know, sometimes you get held up, you know. Yeah. Fights, you stay back late, or you know, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, you know, yeah, I'll go and see a friend, or yeah, I'll go out with, you know, after work, you know, you go out with a mate or catch up. But yeah, it's, and you get home at about 4 or 5, and your partner's going, where have you been? You know, what? With a friend. Nothing untoward, nothing dishonest. I'm not late. No, our relationship wasn't the best, so I was 5 minutes late. You know, after finishing, so I finished at 3 o'clock, and you know, it took, if I wasn't home by 4 o'clock, you know, it's like, oh, where were you? And I said to her once, I said, you know, it's amazing, you know, 99% of the time I'm home and I'm not late. But the times I come home late, as soon as you wake up, you're asking me where I was. That means every night, you know, you're waiting for me to get home. I said to her once, you know, it'd be nice if you're awake when I got home. You know, on a Friday, finish work, Saturday morning, so go to bed, wake up, nice surprise. Watch a video, watch a movie. You know, it'd be nice. Maybe have a bit of intimacy. I said, instead you stay awake, you know, you set your clock, or, you know, or you're watching the time to grind me. What's to come over there? What's to come home to anyway? You're all asleep. I'm only going to sit up and watch TV for a couple of hours, have a cup of tea. You know, can't do anything else, can't make any noise. You know, what are we going to do? Yeah, I missed out on dinner. My daughter really getting to know me and stuff, and the times that I was home for dinner, it's like, sit at the table. Oh, well, we don't sit at the table. Okay. Well, she doesn't like this, or Dad, or you know, just they had their own routine. And unfortunately, my ex, my daughter's mother, you know, my ex, she decided to be my daughter's best friend instead of a mother. Unfortunately, being a best friend, if you're a parent, to be a best friend to your kid, it's a wrong move. Because if you become your best friend to your kid, you're opening yourself up to be told to get fucked. Because you can tell a friend to get fucked. Right? You can tell a parent to get fucked too. But as long as that parent is not trying to be your best friend, well, that ain't gonna land too well. And you know, if you're a best friend, oh come on, no go. You know, you're not. You know, the respect. It's not there. You know. My job was security. I worked in a lot of rough pubs. Now I met a lot of people. I've got friends. Most have passed away. Not of natural causes either. Yeah, and there's a thing. There's a in pubs, especially public bars. You know, or on the street. Used to be anyway. That, you know, it was a big. You know, to call someone a dog is saying that this person talks behind other people's backs. They're dogging them out, or they're looking after themselves. You know, they're not telling the truth. You know, whatever. That's a dog. One thing I've learned about dogs is they're not everyone's problem, and you can rehome a dog because that dog might have a reason why it did what it did. You know, but a rat, that's a different thing. But before you call someone a rat, or even a dog, make sure you read the background. Look at the whys, hows, and everything. And then look at the outcome. Sometimes they might look like a dog all the way. But you can't say it until the outcome. There's always an outcome. Same thing with a rat. You know, my job, yeah, I've got to talk to police sometimes. They come and talk to me. What am I going to do? Crowd controller. And as I was saying, you know, my daughter and I, we had a bit of an argument about her, you know, coming to see me, have dinner with me and my partner, with her son and everything. Be a bit respectful, you know, appreciative. It just wasn't getting there. She was more interested in her girlfriend. Now, not even her son, really. Or in getting a new car. After, you know, in a nice way saying, you know, after having holidays, let's say. And it was, I could see where it was going. I knew it was going to happen. You know, when you're being used, you're going to be used, you know, you're being lied to and everything. But you just do it because it's the right thing to do. It's just, you know, even though you know it's going to fall apart at the end, it still hurts. Anyway, I said to her, what's going on? We had a bit of a barney. You know, I'm a father. I didn't strike her, but I grabbed her. Yeah, I did. Grabbed her around the arm. Every time I try and talk to her, she's like, oh, you know, she gets all flustered and everything like this, you know. I don't buy into that. Anyway, we had a bit of a barney, you know. It is what it is, and, you know, got to see, got to test it to see. And it wasn't. She left, you know, upset and everything. All about her. Anyway, so I rang up her girlfriend, which is so happens to be a girl that I watched grow up in an area that I worked in for a number of years. I rang her up and started talking to her and saying, listen, you know, your daughter and I had a bit of a bone. She said, yeah, I know. Oh, so my daughter was that quick to get on the phone to her girlfriend. Okay. I said, look, you know, and she said, What are you doing putting hands around her, on her, you dog? Hey. You know, family can have their arguments, but when an outsider steps in, and this is an outsider, my daughter's girlfriend, and then they can say whatever they want. He's a dickhead, he's whatever else, but when it's things like that, you're a dog, you know, threatening me, everything, that's when my daughter should have stepped up and went, you know what, my dad might be a dickhead, might be a fool, alright, he's this and he's that, you know, but a dog, that's not for you to say. I'm not going to call my father a dog or a rat. Well, she did. Kept all the texts. And I went down to meet her. Have it out. What was going to happen, I don't know. But I wasn't going to stand for being called a dog and a rat by my daughter's girlfriend. Well, while I was there, funny enough, the police pull up. How's this? Then she sends me a text. What are you doing talking to the coppers, you rat? I didn't call them. But they knew I was there. And this person I went down there knew I was coming. And I called them and texted them 3 times and they said they were on their way. I know this person only lives around the corner from where I was. I was there for 40 minutes before the police came. 40 minutes. And that's when they decided to go, right? And I didn't even see them. It hurts. When your daughter or a family member doesn't stand up for you. That knows you're not that. And some people want to get their head out of their ass. Some people will be quick to call people dogs and rats. You know? It's good to be intelligent. Don't play a game. Be intelligent. Know the law. Know how it works. Know whatever. Right? You know? Case in point, a spouse can't give evidence against a spouse. It's a merit. It's the same thing with a parent and a sibling, or a sibling and a parent. Can't be forced. That's why I say, always look for the outcome. But yeah, my daughter's still going out with this person. We haven't spoken since that night. The text messages I got were unbelievable from her girlfriend. My daughter didn't pull them up. So it hurts. It really does. I know what I've done in my life. And, you know, I say this. If I can't put a stop to something, look, you know, with police, right? Okay, there's good and bad, okay? People might hate them, you know, whatever, don't talk to them, whatever else like that. You know, but you need them. If there's a problem in the area, put it this way, if I can't get my hands on the son of a bitch, right? But the coppers can, so be it, as long as they do lock it, throw away the key, mate. If it's deserved, it's deserved. I don't want anyone in jail who doesn't need to go to jail, who doesn't deserve to go to jail, you know? But if you're done wrong, you're done wrong. Punishment needs to come from somewhere. The police, the street, whatever. You just can't go around making wrongs and not being able to get away with it. And there's courts and stuff like that, and sometimes you might have to, might be pressed to, give a statement. You have to. If you don't, you're, in contempt, impeding an investigation or whatever it may be. I'm not going to get charged for something, I'll do my best if I can, depending on the circumstances. It's up to me. But I'm no rat and I'm no dog. I love my daughter. I love my grandson, and because of it, I don't see him as much. That's what I've been dealing with. And what I've been dealing with is, to put it to you this way, is when if my daughter ever breaks up with this girlfriend of hers, how does she come back to me after standing by that person who called me those things? How do I take that back? How do I take her back? When she stood by that person, didn't pull her up. I can understand she's not talked to me, fair enough, and as long as I know she's turned around to her and said, "Hey, call my father that. He helped us out on Christmas Eve by fixing up the flat tyre." Or, Boxing Day, or Christmas Day, drove me up the street to get the meat because you were late. And didn't stay, because it wasn't the plan. But I don't know. So that's what I've been dealing with. Yeah, and it hurts. And as I said to her once, I said this to her, I said, one thing is unconditionally, I care about you, I love you, and I'm responsible for you. I brought you into this world with someone else. Whatever you do, it's obviously a creation of me and another person, so yeah, there's an obligation there. And I said, but you don't have to love me. You don't have to. You can leave the nest, fly off, that's what you're supposed to do. Whatever, think what you want. But always be there, I have been. And I said to her once, I said, but don't ever think that I don't wish I could say what you say to me. Sometimes you hate me, you never want to see me. Don't ever think for a second that I don't, I wish I could say that, but I can't. You can, sibling can, I can't. Unconditional love, I brought you into this world, along with someone else. Watch you grow up. Yeah. I just don't know how she's gonna. I think about it, and if she needed me, I'd be there, but I can't. It's hard. Anyway, that's what I've been dealing with. Along with other things. That's the main one, pretty much. Family, eh? What do they say? Family and friends. They're the only people that can deceive you. Enemies can't. Strangers can't. deception, lie. Yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd tell you what I've been going through. Yeah, so just people out there, before you start throwing names around, especially those ones, rat or a dog, make sure you know what you're saying is correct. I've lost some friends on people's stories or word that was wrong. You know? I've seen some bigger fights start on a lie, on a story. Misunderstood. What's wrong with this world? People don't want to listen. They don't want to take a moment to listen, understand, look past your own nose. You know, give someone the benefit of the doubt. I understand people get angry. I call someone a fuckhead, dickhead, or a wanker, bullshitter. But to say things just rolling off the tongue, you're a dog, you're a rat. Oh, mate. You have an opinion of someone? That's alright. That's your opinion. If you're going to talk about it, though, make sure it's factual. You know, you can give your opinion to someone else that you don't like them, and then wait for that person you've just told to ask why. Don't make anything up. Just tell them why. Don't like the way he parts his hair. Don't like his cologne. Don't like her shoes. Don't make shit up that you know is not true. No? Why? Yeah. We need to just pay attention, listen, understand, observe, think on what, you know, remember what a friend of yours has done or whatever when someone else is talking about them, or a family member. You know? Just have a moment. You know? Don't discard it, listen to it, whether you like it or not. You know? Look at it. You know? If it's nothing, it's nothing. Sometimes you don't even need to tell anyone. It's that's bullshit. Dickhead. Whatever. Sometimes you need to tell the person or persons, you know, what someone said. But be smart. Do the right thing. Don't make more waves. Fuck. Anyway. Take it easy. Alright? Never mind. See ya.